All right, before we jump into another draft, traditional War of the Spark draft, which means best of 3, I want to remind everyone my content's sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can click on their logo below here on Twitch, and it'll take you to their website. You can look at all the great products, and they'll know I sent you there. Same thing on YouTube, except you click on the link in the description below. Now, let's get in here. We started this format on a hot streak. Since then, yeah, we're like the last 2 days of streaming, or 3 days even, 2.5 days. We are 7-10, which, you know, it's not abysmal, but it's not good. I think it's probably time wipe. It's serious business as far as removal spells go. Saves your best creature and blows up everything. It's hard to say no to. Skydiver is nice, but Time Wipe's better. Ooh. Back-to-back, really difficult to cost, powerful cards. Well, we're going to take this one, too. Alright, so we've got Spark Harvest versus Aven Returnal. Spark Harvest has proven to be really, really good. Probably... I think it probably goes Obnic Silas's Cruelty, Spark Harvest, and Aven Eternal in terms of the best commons. Spark Harvest being able to kill anything is great. But I don't know. I'm still not 100% sold that it's better than Aven Eternal. It's close. Maybe I should be sold. Yeah, let's take the removal. Okay. So Flux Channeler has a really high ceiling. Right now it doesn't do anything in her deck, but it has the highest ceiling of these cards. So I'm going to go with Channeler, yeah. Ooh, Kasmina. That's great. Seeing it this late is really good news. I definitely take her.
I'm brilliant, so do try to keep up.
Okay, blue's looking nice. Callous Dismissal is a card I like. Divine Arrow and Enforcer Griffin are good too, but I like Callous Dismissal more. I've been pretty pleased with it. I don't think the Aven's better. I mean, I definitely think there's a conversation, but Spark Harvest's flexibility is insane. Yeah, the bad news is it's going to be a challenge to actually play both of these. I guess if we're either blue-white or... If we go blue-white, it's going to be easier to splash black. So that might be the dream, is to try to go blue-white here. I think we take a Strix here, though it's certainly nothing special. Okay, here I think we take a Spellkeeper Weird. It's impressed me. We need some spells, but we'll get them. Transmutation, yeah. It has been a little bit of a disappointment, but it's still a pretty good removal spell. Okay, here we'll take a Light Shield. I think we want to aim for blue-white, just so that we have a better chance to play both of these. These black cards aren't anything special anyway, so I'm going to take the white card. Going blue doesn't necessarily let me play both rares because Time Wipe's double white is hard to splash. So I think I have to be blue-white straight up. Okay, so I'm going to take Unlikely Aid, Ironclad Krovod, Super Late Charmed Stray. So there's Jace, but honestly, I mean, he's good. This pack's not great or anything. Except for the Obnic Silas's Cruelty, so never mind. Jace isn't that good in Limited. He's hard to cast, and he does draw you cards, but he has no good way of protecting himself or punishing opponents, really. He's cool, but I don't think he's actually that great in Limited. I think he's fine, but I don't think he's that good. I can't get behind taking Jace over Obnic Silas's Cruelty, though. Jace, yeah, we're base blue, sure, but Obnic Silas's Cruelty is miles better. Like, as a removal spell, it's just way, way better. Would I take other things in this pack over Jace? I'd probably take Chandra's Triumph, pack 1, pick 1. But yeah, I definitely think we want the Cruelty. Yeah, we could definitely end up dropping the Time Wipe, and it wouldn't be the end of the world. Although, then we get an Elite Guard Mage. And I have a hard time wanting to drop that. I love that card. And that's what I'm going to take here. It's also splashable, so Wow. So, Challenger Troll, Merfolk, Skydiver are both really good, but they're not really in our neighborhood at this point. And I don't see either of them being in our neighborhood anytime soon. But yeah, I mean, our black cards right now are way better than our white cards, so they're not a reason to be in white. Or, you know, for Unlikely Aid's not great, but Cruelty and Spark Harvest are. So this is kind of what we're looking at. We do want to pick up some fixing, which isn't always easy in this outside of green. But so yeah, this pack isn't great. I am leaning towards No Escape. You know, it is frustrating that these two cards are so much better than No Escape, but No Escape's fine. Yeah. So we'll take the Escape. Ooh, Tamio's Epiphany, I think I like more than Callous Dismissal. They're both good, though. So, Dreadmalkin and Sorin's Thirst. I think those are better than No Escape. We do want some spells, although at this point we don't have a lot of value to gain out of Flux Channeler. And we're not going to, really. This color pair isn't loaded up with +1/+1 counters. Dreadmalkin's an exception. We're going to have Loyalty around, but... So... Sorin's Thirst is good, but I do think I like Dreadmalkin a little better. Okay, so this is an interesting pack. Lazotep Reaver. In blue, we might have some +1/+1 counters, actually, now that I think about it. See you later, Zach. Especially because of Amass. So, Lazotep Reaver, though, is probably the pick here. I like it a fair amount. I like it more than Spark Reaper, at least the first one. Contentious Plan, Proliferate can be nice, but I'm going to take the Reaver. Okay, so there's another Flux Channeler. If I felt like I could really take advantage of it, I think I'd be all over it, but I'm not so sure I can. I'm kind of leaning towards another Callous Dismissal. Dambreaker's nice too, but I've been pretty impressed with Callous Dismissal. So, do we take an Aid the Fallen and see if we pick up enough Planeswalkers? Right now we're looking at 1. Which is definitely not enough. But Totally Lost is nothing special. Neither are these. But, I mean, I think playing Totally Lost could definitely happen. Yeah, I'll take a Totally Lost. So I think I want another Callous Dismissal more than Relentless Advance. I love bouncing things. Okay, Kaya's Ghost Form, I guess. Another No Escape. Sounds good to me. Well, I mean, I would have stayed open, but what we were doing, if we started to see cards that weren't going to work with what we were doing, we wouldn't have done it, but we kept seeing cards that worked. It's not like we didn't pass that many great cards to make this work. We frequently just took the best card. Okay, so Deliver Unto Evil can be pretty good. Saheeli. Do we have a deck that can use Saheeli effectively? Well, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, we do. I think I like Saheeli more than Deliver Unto Evil. Deliver Unto Evil is great late. But Saheeli's good pretty much all the time. You'll see me, Delirious Wave, abandon colors all the time. It just didn't happen here. So yeah, we'll take Saheeli. I think I want her more than Deliver. We do still need to find some fixing. Oh my god. Why? Why, Roalesque? Why you gotta do this to me? There is a Tyrant Scorn here, which is fine. Well, more than fine, but, pack one, pick one. This would be an easy Roalesque. He's one of the biggest bombs in the set. We're going to take Tyrant Scorn. But, yeah. So, Tyrant Scorn it is. Another Spark Harvest or another Callous Dismissal. Or Toll of the Invasion. These are all decent options. The bots have not been doing a great job in pack 1 pick 1s in this format. Although that was pack 3 pick 1, and I can say that there's probably a significant percentage of the time where you're not in green or blue at all in your third pack, and you just have to pass Rolesk. So that is actually more believable than some of the ones I've seen. So another Spark Harvest or a Callous Dismissal? That is the question. Right. We passed Rolesk for the same reason. So it's not insane. I think I'm going to go with Spark Harvest. So at this point, we don't have a lot of really good win conditions, but now that we open this Guild Globe, I was going to say we take Skulker because it can win us the game, but Guild Globe can make it easier for us to splash. Elite Guard Mage, at least. Yeah, I've seen Ugin. It hasn't happened to me, but I've seen screenshots of it, and I've been past a pack 1, pick 2 Liliana, which I think is tomorrow's draft video, so there you go. Is it worth trying to splash this Guard Mage? Going out of my way when what I need is something like this. I think I should probably be responsible and just be like, you know, I'm probably not playing these, and that's okay. And take the Skulker here. Okay, Vampire Opportunist and Tidebearer Giant are both nice. The Opportunist can actually be a real win condition sometimes, but I think I want the Giant over it. Yeah. It can also be a win condition. Okay, so Shriek Driver or another Tidebearer Giant. Yeah, the Vamp can definitely win games. I don't think I'm 100% sure on the pick that I made there. I mean, I think it could go either way, and I wouldn't be surprised. We don't have a lot of flying, so I think maybe taking Shriek Driver's fine. Yeah. Here's a Gateway Plaza late. So we could grab ourselves another Reaver. But if we manage to get a Gateway Plaza and like a Guild Globe or a Mana Geode, things might get interesting here. I think I'm going to take the Plaza. Maybe I end up regretting it, but hey. Toll of the Invasion. At least as a sideboard card, and we may even mainboard it. I don't think we're low on 2-drops. Nope. Not so much. We have enough. We don't have a million, but... Okay, so Dam Breaker, Silverwing, Crush Descent. Toll, I think, can be a mainboard card for sure. But I think it gets cut sometimes, is what I mean. It may not. We don't have that many playables. We may have more mediocre things to cut. So, Flux Channeler, not really going to be worth it in our deck. Yeah, not going to be worth it. You know, that's the thing with it. It can sometimes be really impressive, but it's not going to be. I think we can probably go down to 1 No Escape and feel fine about that, too. Yeah, Totally Lost probably gets cut before Toll of the Invasion does. Where is that Toll? Yeah, we'll stick it in for now. Yeah. Saheeli's Silverwing. You know, in a world where we need flyers as badly as we do, I don't know if I hate that. I think Transmutation is a mainboard card. I mean, you're right. It's bad against armies and +1/+1 counters, but you're almost always going to have a good target for it. I think it's more mainboardable than Toll of the Invasion, frankly. People are overvaluing way too much, like a card where you say it's the only thing that can deal with gods. Sure, that's true. So think about how frequently your opponent has a god in their hand. That's more of an argument that it should be a sideboard card. So, how many creatures did we end up with in this bad boy? 10. Not very many, but I think that's okay. We're basically a blue-black spells deck, of all things. So Silverwing is nothing special. But I kind of feel like I need the flyers. Transmutation over Toll, I can almost tell you, I'm like 90% sure that Transmutation's a better card than Toll most of the time. Are there times where one's better than the other? Sure. But I think Transmutation makes the cut more frequently than the Toll does. Regularly. The problem with a card like Toll is, I mean, and what saves it from being terrible is the fact that it has a mass 1, but discard spells like it can be so bad because in the later game, they can have no value. Your opponent has lands in their hand or nothing. The fact that it still has a mass 1 keeps it from being a complete dud like Coercion. So, yeah. Anyway, we need to decide what to keep and what to cut here. So even though we technically only have 10 creatures, our Callous Dismissals and whatnot sort of count as creatures too. So we could cut a Dam Breaker. It's not special in our deck, that's for sure. Mesmeric Fiend's alright in limited. It also costs 1 less mana. And I think I may come down here to cutting this Toll as my last card after all this conversation. I think normally I'd play it before a Saheeli Silverwing, but I think I'm desperate. I think I'm desperate for some help here. I'm desperate to have flyers, basically. So, Toll of the Invasion it is. Actually, I don't think it is. I think we lose Contentious Plan and put the Toll back in. So Toll does make the cut in the end here. Oh, we do not want that Gateway Plaza. I can tell you that much. Okay, so this looks good to me. All right. I would have liked to end up with a better win condition, but what are you going to do, you know? Yeah, so we may not finish this one this stream because I have to go in about an hour. Right, this looks fine. I wish I was going first, but what are you going to do? But, we'll finish it up tomorrow's stream. If we don't. Hopefully we don't, because if we do finish really quickly, it means things didn't go so well. I'm thinking of Toll of the Invasion here. I think that's what I want to do. So, probably the Eternal. I feel like that concerns me more than Tybalt. Tybalt is annoying, but... need to keep in mind that Lazotep plating, too. That's surprisingly greedy. So I think we use a Callous Dismissal here. We could just play Kasmina, but... this seems like some pretty good tempo. So, here I think I do just play Kasmina. Yeah.
Join my cause.
See you later, Tithebreaker Giant. Yeah, if we can stick the transmutation onto this before it gets any counters, that's good. We just can't always do that. Well, they left up mana for Lazotep plating. So, I think my plan here is to use this again and then play the Skulker. I could think about maybe a Callous Dismissal the Ogre. Oh, no, never mind. There's a reason I already dismissed that. It's because of Lazotep plating.
My students are loyal geniuses.
I don't think I need you. Yeah, so I could leave up mana for No Escape. You know, countering Tybalt wouldn't be the worst thing ever. If I knew Callous Dismissal or Transmutation would do something this turn, that would be my plan. But I don't know that. And I think it's probably better to just play the Skulker. Are they going to leave up mana for Lazotep plating the rest of this game? They might. I mean, there are ways for us to play around that, so I guess I wouldn't hate it if that's what happens here. Well, now they don't have mana for their nonsense, and I can bounce the zombie army if I really want to. And I think maybe I want to. Makes my army a 3/3. What do we have in our graveyard? Yeah, we'll bounce that. Then I think we leave up mana for No Escape. Yeah, we'll counter that. Put that on the bottom. Okay, so now all right, Skulker. It's up to you to try to win us the game. We don't exactly have a lot of win conditions. So we can get back another Callous Dismissal or No Escape. I mean, it depends on the situation. We can even do it at instant speed. So like we could get back No Escape at instant speed, which is pretty nice. So yeah. I'm kind of surprised I haven't played that Tybalt yet. I'm not really sure what the deal is with that, because it would be annoying. I could get back Toll of the Invasion, too, for what it's worth. I could bounce Kasmina, that's true. It's probably not worth it, but it is a possibility. Well, Do I go for the block here? I think I do. I'm not trading one full card. You know, if they do have a trick or a bounce spell or something here, we're not trading a full card. I want to hold on to the weird because I think it will give us more important value later. Okay, well. So, I can play Transmutation here and just go start trying to race, except they have Lazotep Plating mana. So not so much. Okay, so let's attack with our Skulker. That Lazotep Plating is real annoying right now. So I could play the Silver Wing, which would quicken our clock. However, yeah, no, that's probably worth it. And then I can block a Spellkeeper Weird if I really need to. Yeah. And block and get a spell back is my point. Well, I don't hate knowing that they're about to draw land. Yeah, her passive does annoy people. It actually matters. And after, you know, a lot of these have either a good loyalty ability or a good passive ability or, you know, medium of both. She's pretty much, I mean, I guess Arlen's passive ability, since it synergizes with her, is pretty great, but... Ooh, they tapped out. This gives me a nice opening. An opening wherein I'm going to use Spellkeeper Weird. Get back Callous Dismissal. Oh. Well. Okay. That works too. We can still, yeah, so we'll enter the God Eternals on Turret Ogre, because we can kill it. We'll mill him a little bit, because why not? And then we Callous Dismissal. Man, the annoying thing is the Manticore is not worth Callous Dismissaling. So maybe I play Kasmina's Transmutation instead. Callous Dismissal does make this a 5/5. Because they have Lazotep Plating, I think I need to do what I can here. Okay, so... yeah, I think we go Callous Dismissal on Skulker. And then... yeah, we just have one attack. But I think it was worth doing that while we could, basically. All right. That brought about the scoopage. So... I don't think... Transmuting did do something. It was just, I just had to make a decision about which of those spells I wanted to resolve more. But yeah, putting the Transmute on the 4/5 would have mattered. For sure. Bounce spells do seem pretty good against them, but we already have 3 Callous Dismissals and a Tyrant Scorn, so I don't think we need to bring in Totally Lost. So, yeah, I don't think we have much of a sideboard here. Bouncing the 3/5 there was better, I think, because I made my army token of 5/5, and in terms of value, I definitely come out ahead because my opponent had to recast it if they wanted to. The tempo was big, basically. Bouncing a 5-mana spell with the 2-mana spell that also gives you a +1/+1 counter, pretty good deal. So if we can get Saheeli down, that might be some fun. Yeah, I kind of thought about that stealth mission. This is a great time to play Saheeli.
If it's a challenge you want, then a challenge you'll get.
I am that which you behold. This has been a nightmare.
Okay. God, I love Saheeli here. So I think it's worth attacking Ashiok once or twice. I don't worry about him that much. Them, I guess, is the technical correct term. I don't worry about them that much. As long as I get a few loyalty off of it, basically. So, yeah. Now I don't think I need to worry about Ashiok. Granted, having Spellkeeper Weird is a little frustrating when Ashiok's in play. So, you know, it'd be nice to be able to do something about it. No, I just accidentally said the wrong word. Man. Did you see what they just hit with that activation? All kinds of good stuff. Well. Yeah, if there was no blocker, I would have killed Ashiok. You're right. You're right. In that game, Toll played really well. Knowing about the Lazotep plating made a big deal. Playing it on turn 2, or what, 3? Oh, yeah. Hello. Ooh, no thanks. That was a... That's gonna be big. Now, you know, we did also just dig deeper into our increasingly smaller deck, but I think we can win before we mill ourselves out. Yeah, I don't think Ashiok's particularly good in limited. I think if in multiples, Ashiok gets better, but I haven't been impressed for the most part. We do only have 13 cards left, so we're going to have to find a way to win quickly, which... What's in our exile? They didn't hit our Enter the God Eternals, so at least there's that. But they did hit some of our other really good removal spells. I mean, our Skulker can just take it from here, really. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so... And then the question is, do I want to Spark Harvest something or just play our Weird? I think we just play our Weird. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hello. That seems pretty good, right? So... what do they have in their graveyard? Do I want to kill it so they can't bring something back? I'd rather just kill a Turret Ogre. Turret Ogre. A lot of people, including myself, say it so fast. It sounds a little bit like Turret Ogre. That does mean we can't attack, obviously, with the unblockable this turn. But, I think we actually hold on to Spark Harvest for now. We can also get it back with Spellkeeper Weird. Oh, that's gross. I think that's probably our plan. Oh man, that would have been cool. But now I feel like I need to do it at the end of their turn. Ideally. Although, I guess if it is infinite or close to it... okay, good call. Good call. We can just mill them out ourselves. Okay. Combo time.
Genius is as genius does.
Okay, so attack with our 8/8. Yeah, maybe I should have killed the flyer. That might have been a good call. Although they're not in the best position to attack anyway, but I guess they kind of have to. Yeah, and we still have removal spells, bounce spells in our hand. Wow. Really? They didn't put a stop to our combo like they could have? That bodes well. Okay, so...
Some lessons for you all.
good job noticing this combo chat, because I probably wouldn't have. Yeah. Man. That was good stuff. Yeah, I would have attacked Saheeli if I were them, I think. Alright, so probably have time for one more match.
This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. Go to the link in the description below so they know that I sent you.
There's an advertisement in the middle. I was trying to look at a comment someone left and accidentally opened the video. Yeah, it would have been smarter to kill the flyer that previous turn. I'm in agreement. I am in agreement. I just didn't do the right thing. This looks alright. We need some more mana, obviously, but... I've had her ability be relevant a few times, like, you know, just making something into a Arlen's Wolf that can't be blocked for lethal and stuff like that. Good. Third land is nice. It's usually good news when your opponent has to use that card without proliferating a contentious plan. So it's definitely Tamio's Epiphany time. Ooh. So we need this island as well. I don't really want the Strix. I may not even want no escape at this point. Yeah, I don't think I do. Did you guys know Into the God Eternals is good? Isn't that mind-blowing? Well, drawing something we could actually play here is nice because there's no reason to do anything else. Do you hate the Diver because it's not particularly good, Daz? Or do you not like playing against it? Because I don't think it's particularly good, but we needed flyers desperately enough that it made our cut. Yeah. So you mean it's not very good, which it isn't, but in a world where we needed to have some evasive threats, we had to do what we had to do. This is solid. We wouldn't be running Silverwing or that in an ideal scenario, but our deck has tons of removal and tempo and not enough evasive creatures. I mean, we also have, yeah. Yeah, I think it's fine filler, but I think I'm happier not playing it than I am playing it in most scenarios. Like, I think it gets cut a significant chunk of the time. Opponent having a tough start.
Under my instruction, you will steer the course of destiny. My students are loyal and brilliant.
Yeah, so we are in really good shape and they're in really bad shape. Okay. Well, that one's over so fast that I think we actually have time for our next match, too. I don't think you can compare the 4-1 with haste that puts a counter on something perfectly to the 2-1 with flying that can gain haste. Because one's more flexible. It can only cost 3 mana for one thing. And for another thing, it has flying, which is a way better keyword ability than haste. So... I think it's Black's only flyer at common anyway. It may be the only one at common or uncommon, though. I wouldn't be shocked. May not be as easy to play Saheeli this time around. No, unfortunately, I don't think it is. But that's okay. We'll use Callous Dismissal here to bounce the Crunch. Attack for 2. Well, that's annoying. That Turret Ogre. Spark Harvest is nice. So I think I'm planning on double blocking Turret Ogre. There's a chance they can take down Kasmina here, but it's kind of hard because they need removal that will allow them to do that. I think they decided not to crunch first because they wanted, yeah, so we're going to double block Turret Ogre here. They wanted to get Creature with Reach into play. God, I hope they don't have Samet Sprint here. I think they do, though. Yeah, Saheeli Spark Harvest is my plan this turn, though. If this goes really ugly, that might be harder to do. Looks like it worked out. I think maybe they were planning on trying to use a removal spell, and then they realized it was too expensive. Yeah, all right.
Every day is a new lesson.
So, with this hand, I'm pretty inclined to discard Toll of the Invasion over the other options. Transmutations, yeah, so it's too late for me to really be happy with it.
What an interesting creature. Let's see how you work.
Sacrifice a creature. Maybe that's actually not worth it. Well, now I can't cast anything because of how my mana... Never mind. So, Spark Harvest is the best I can do. I was thinking I could Transmutation. So yeah, we'll sacrifice a creature, kill the Crunch, and sacrifice... Do I actually want to sacrifice my flyer? No, I don't want to sacrifice my flyer. Actually, I do. Just kidding. Because this way I can double block Burning Prophet. Is it trick time? Yeah, it's pretty brutal. I feel the pain. Okay. That's not so good for us. Alright, so I think we need to go Transmutation Dreadmalkin. It's not the best use of Transmutation, but I think if we can keep her alive, we want to. God, do they have Chandra's Pyrohelix? That would be a massacre. They should probably just wait to do it on their turn, I guess, because then they can hit Saheeli for lethal. That might not be good. That might not be good for us. So... yeah, Servo's going to block the 1/1. If they kill Saheeli, they kill Saheeli. They don't quite kill Saheeli, so we might get one more trigger out of it. Those Blind Blasts have been pretty brutal. We may need to think about those in Sideboard. Well, that's not good. Yep, sorry, Saheeli, you're dead. We can't do anything about it.
But I must tend to my creations.
Oh man, we're 1 mana shy on Tidebearer Giant. Otherwise, that would be great. Being 1 mana shy. I mean, we're at 19. I think we can afford it. I think we can afford to draw him. We don't get to play anything this turn. I'm also not planning on blocking, so may as well attack. Tidebearer Giant is what we need here. We take 3 at least. Ooh. I'm not a fan of Nahiri Stoneblades, but it's a big hit for damage here. And when you add Scry to it, it gets even better too. Scry makes it a lot better than it would otherwise be. Wow. Okay. Well, see you later on Crop Invader. We just got to keep drawing into the God Eternals every game, you know? That's a big play right there. We get a big creature, we gain a bunch of life back, and we kill their best creature. So, yeah, they seem like they're monocolored too, don't they? Alright, so let's attack with the 4/4. They could have a spell to mess it up, but so be it. It looks like they probably do. All right, so we'll kill one of them. Yeah, that's gross. Yep, looks mono red. Luckily, we have Tide Bearer Giant too. Another big boy who gives us card advantage. Oh, and there's Spellkeeper Weird. Okay. I think we hold off on a turn from doing anything because we can get back into the God Eternals. That's kind of nice here. We can get back into the God Eternals and kill the Cyclops eventually. Okay, maybe being conservative was a little, little bit of a bad idea. All right, so this time I do think we will attack. So the plan is to get back into the God Eternals at the end of their turn. I mean, we actually have lethal next turn, potentially. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we can just do it now. I didn't think I had enough mana. You cost 5, right? Yeah, so we can just do it now, and we may as well. Just as long as we tap our mana correctly. Let's double check this. 5 mana, yes. Seems like it should cost more than 5, right? You can see why they were mono red. Some of the, like, they have crazy good red cards. So I feel like late game plays are going to be strong against them, but at the same time I need to have something to do early. So I don't know that I want to bring in like a Dam Breaker. Man, it turns out casting into the God Eternals more than once just wins you the game. What a surprise, right? Another surprise. Right, this is solid. Man, if this were an on the play hand, it'd be really good. Anytime you can go like Saheeli without too much pressure on her and then Callous Dismissal. There's still a chance we get to do that if they don't play a 3-drop here, but I think they probably play a 3-drop here. Although I might still play Saheeli, unless it's a Crunch Wrangler. If it's anything else, a Raging Crunch. Although it won't be able to attack me yet, so I think I am just going to take the risk here and play Saheeli. Because then we can Callous Dismissal, and we get 2 bodies to protect her. Oh yeah, and they're just playing Raging Crunches, so bouncing is extra effective. So yeah, we'll play Callous Dismissal on a Crunch. And also play a Duskmantle Operative. Yeah. Too bad I can't counter it. I could have gone that way. No, I couldn't have. Wow. Man, this makes up for our bad luck earlier, I think, right? Like the number of times we've just drawn into the God Eternals with no effort. Like, that's some serious business. Yep, and we can potentially combo again if we need to. Yeah, if I draw a land, I'd probably go Spellkeeper and leave up no escape. I did not draw a land. Probably still worth playing Spellkeeper, though. I could play Reaver and leave up No Escape, but they're obviously having problems over there, so I think I just play... the Weird. Okay, killed our big boy. And Lazotep Reaver. Apparently I should have played that first. I wasn't actually planning on playing it initially. Okay, so so we can't quite get back into the God Eternals right away. But that's probably okay. Because we only have 6 mana. So I think I'm actually going to use this ability now to make one of you into a Duskmantle operative.
Do I have your attention now?
Okay, yeah, that does it. This deck's on a tear, which makes it really disappointing that I'm going to have to call this a stream for the day. But we will finish this up tomorrow if you want to see if this 3-0 can continue on its path of success. I mean, if we keep drawing into the God Eternals and getting crazy things going with Saheeli every game, we probably will. So let's update our record here. Yeah, we made servos into Spellkeeper Weirds earlier. It was pretty hilarious. Didn't need to that time, really. That other game, we really needed to. So we'll update our record real quickly. Yeah, I haven't actually seen Duskmantle's ability ever matter, but it did there. Okay, so... Luckily, the thunderstorm was mild and didn't knock our power out. It's going to happen at some point now that I'm streaming all the time. All right, that gets us back up to 61, which is comfortable. Let's see if we can keep being so lucky in tomorrow's stream, which tomorrow's will be the normal full 4 hours. Again, I think Tuesdays and Wednesdays will both be times where I do 3, but 4 hours the rest of the week. So, yep. Thanks everybody for watching and stopping by. It was a fun stream. It ended with a lot of fun. I wish I could just finish this draft up, but unfortunately, I gotta go. Have a nice day, everybody. For that first draft. Or, yesterday's draft. Yeah, I think that's a keep. I mean, we don't have anything to do super early, but we have a removal spell that can catch us back up. Morning, 7th Devon. And Kasmina. We have strong cards, and there's a 2-drop. Even if it is an unexciting one, having one in a hand that's already... That's really all his hand was lacking, I think. So turn 3, we can Cruelty something, then maybe play Kasmina. Seems like a reasonable...
Your loss will either be a tragedy or...
Yeah, that's kind of annoying. This may be the first time I'm actually affected by Tameo. Not Tameo, by Dovin. Doesn't happen that often.
Perhaps a pair of stilts.
Okay. Yeah, I think we may as well use Cruelty here. Definitely the first time I've seen Dovin have a big effect. when my hand is just filled with spells, you know. We can kill him now, though, so I think we probably do that. Yeah. Get out of here.
Those results are an anomaly, not to be repeated.
Ooh, what do they have going on over there? It scares me a little. Interesting. So now we play. Yeah, we'll play Kazmina. There's a chance I have no escape, but it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Every day is a new lesson.
Morning Twilight Pony, thanks for the bits. You can't catch every stream. It's not easy to do, so wouldn't worry about it. Do I want this Strix more than I want a Swamp? I think maybe I do. I mean, we have 5, which is how many we need for Into the God Eternals. So, yeah, we'll lose a Swamp. And we'll also play Dreadmalk in here. Aha. That is a pretty sweet card, like when you can slow the game down enough that... I'm gonna put one of her friends in front of him because I feel like getting the, getting another loot is worth it. Oh, that's annoying. Okay,
My students are loyal and brilliant.
okay, so I'll get rid of that. Then... I think we just attack with Shriek Diver. Then we're going to use Into the God Eternals on the 4/4. Yeah, we're finishing the draft from yesterday. We're 3-0 in it. See if we can continue to do well. Well, there's our friend Spellkeeper Weird. I could attack with my Operative too. This can't block it, so they'd have to trade a token. I don't think I hate that plan. I don't think it's necessary though. Alright, so I think I play my Weird and my Strix here. Getting another flyer in play is a good idea. Yep, Dreadmalkin does have Threat of Activation, but when we only have 5 mana, that threat is a little less meaningful.
So much more reliable than humans.
Yeah, it's annoying. I may actually get back Obnixilis' Cruelty.
Find less than you.
Wait, who did they just give Vigilance and Reach to? Huh.
I train every day. Hone your prowess.
Okay. So yeah, we'll cast Tamio's Epiphany here. Hello, real cards. I don't think this is a situation where we really want no escape, but we do want Spark Harvest. Oh, I'm stupid. Narset. I just paid 3 for nothing. I got to rig my deck a little bit. Well, could be worse. 3 to scry 4, you know, there are worse deals in the world. They're gonna block one of these with the token they give reach to. And yes, it is a paper cup, the cup I'm drinking out of. So, I think we plan on using the weird at the end of their turn.
You fight like a city brat.
Keep an open mind.
Hello, Tima. Yeah, that's the first time I've made that mistake in the format. Callous Dismissal isn't great news. Yeah, I mean, I think getting back into the God Eternals is just going to be better. Okay, so... Didn't give reach to anybody, so that's nice. So... They do have the potential to play something with haste, it's worth noting. Oh, not with haste, with flash. Okay, so... We'll attack them. Yeah, that's not good. Does give me something a little more worthwhile to kill with Into the God Eternals, I think, than the other things we see. Yeah, so Into the God Eternals. Kill a creature with reach, because I do still have a flyer after all. And... do I want to hold on to Spark Harvest or kill that 4/5? I think we can afford to just hang on to it for now. Yeah. I can use it to kill Vivian, which could be worthwhile. This is the most trouble we've had in a game, especially after casting Into the God Eternals twice. Yeah, it's easy to forget what the walkers do, but it also shouldn't really happen.
Life are endless.
mean, if Ceratok attacks me at this point, I think I take 4. Yeah. They have 11 cards left in their library. Ooh, that's helpful. Yeah, so... see if that resolves, I guess. And then I think we Spark Harvest. So we're going to sack a creature, sack our wizard. Then, do I want to kill Vivian? I kind of feel like that's the biggest problem right now. Oh, no. The Ceratok's also kind of a problem, I guess. But... turning off Flash, it's probably worth it. See if they have an answer. I think it was the right thing to do to kill Vivian. The Flash is a real problem going forward, so is the card advantage. Playing stuff at instant speed and response, yeah, that's not great news.
You'll see.
Evolution Sage, man, like even when in this case their board's not like crazy impressive, but like Evolution Sage is still a serious problem. So we'll take 4. Because, you know, add a counter to this, add a counter to Narset. Pretty good value when you're just playing a land. And the creature that's giving you that extra ability only costs 3 mana and has reasonable stats. Yeah, it's a big proliferate. Nasty. That's not good. That is not good. I think that probably is going to lose us the game in the long run. Yeah, Evolution Sage probably is the best green uncommon. I can get behind that. Yeah, so menace to everything.
Never seen water. If you want it, fight for it.
It's not good. God, they're just splashing Angrath off of a New Horizons. Oh my god, and they just played... okay. They just played the combo. The combo of menace and my creatures can only be blocked by 1 creature. It's brutal. I can't believe we cast Into the God Eternals twice in that game and still lost. It's rough. Yeah, it looked like they were splashing that Angrath off of a New Horizons, or maybe they have a few of them. That's pretty crazy. He's great, and obviously he helped kill us there, but I don't know if I'd want to splash it. Could be wrong, though. He could be way better than I mean, I think he's good, but not, I want to splash you good. Opponent's sideboarding hardcore here. I do think they need to add keyword abilities for... There's a couple of green abilities we've seen lately that they've given us a lot. I don't think it's worth splashing for the combo even, Buckeye. Like, you got to get those cards in play, and obviously they did it, but I don't know. They may not be... They may be splashing it. They may have just had some bad mana that game. They may be splashing it off a little bit more, but still, it's double colored, so... This is a pretty good hand. Is our opponent even back? The funny thing about that game is even just Menace without the troll probably would have killed me. So the combo is a little bit of overkill there, I think. Wow, our Enter the God Eternals sure does love us. Do I bother with Callous Dismissal here? I think I do. Yeah. So, close to Into the God Eternal's mana again.
Don't mind if I take my octopus for a walk?
Yeah, that's kind of a problem. I mean, we just can't pressure her enough. So, we will attack with both.
You're making me crabby.
Wow, puns.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
So let's see. Should I be greedy here and wait to do this on my turn so that I have more power for attacking Kiora? So that if they use her ability one more time... I don't hate that plan. The way our hand looks, I think we can wait. Okay, so I think we use Tyrant's Scorn. Oh, never mind. That doesn't work. Alright, so we'll use Cruelty. Alright, so they can use that ability one more time.
I'll match you drop for drop.
I was more willing to do that because we have 3 removal spells in our hand, one of which says kill anything. Which is definitely appealing. Basically, you don't want to let your opponent get the opportunity to draw a card off of freaking
Let's get moving.
Kiora, and luckily it looks like we managed to avoid that. Okay, I think we go for it with Sahiri and then Spark Harvest here. Yeah.
I love a challenge. This should be fun.
Okay, so Blake has Mina. Use her ability.
My students are loyal geniuses.
Almost feel like I should discard Tithe Bearer Giant. I'll hit a land eventually. I think holding onto the Giant's worth it. That's a great thing to bounce. Great thing to bounce. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. Actually, I think before I do, we want to do this.
We are the future.
That might be better even. I think we discard our operative now. Now the question is, do I want to turn this into a Strix so I can attack for 4 here in the air? I kind of think I do.
I like to think fast.
All right. Okay, we got there that time. Didn't even have to cast our God Eternals. I don't think bouncing Kesmina is worth it in that case. I think bouncing my opponent's 6-drop that they then have to recast is way more valuable than recasting it on my own Kesmina. 99% of the time, bouncing your own guy isn't worth it, in Limited especially. Sometimes it certainly is, but most of the time it's not. Pretty good. 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. And Saheeli's here. She's been pretty great. Yeah, if they had something to proliferate, it would have been a lot less... would have felt a lot worse to bounce that guy, that's true. Ooh, and they're off to a slow start. They could have no escape. But I kind of think we're okay with it. I don't think it's worth trying to play around. Yeah. We hadn't actually seen no escape yet. See, Healy's nuts in this deck. Like, I've drafted her a couple times and she's been good, but in this deck, nuts. Okay, so we're going to Toll of the Invasion first here, find out what's going on over there. Ooh. They're not in good shape. We definitely take the Challenger Troll. So, we can just bounce everything. Bounce and or kill everything. So that's nice. Okay, so yeah, then we'll end our turn. So bouncing this isn't great because they get to gain life, but I think it's still worth it. I mean, they get to draw a card. They actually lose life. Okay, yeah. So I can make this 2, 4, 5. I can make this 7 damage. I think it's probably worth doing. Yeah.
Do I have your attention now?
Looks like we just won the game and then it said I got disconnected. That's not weird. Yeah, alright. We got there on 4-0. Can we do the 5-0? Let's find out. We're 5-1. Yeah, Saheeli has been just as great, I think, as Enter the God Eternals. Could be wrong, but... yeah. And yeah, T-Bim, I decided to bounce it because it added one more power to my board with the mass, and it made them pay 6 mana again. If that's all they could do, they were in trouble. I guess I'm glad I didn't get disconnected until after that game had just ended. That would have been a pain. It's been a while. I think early on, I lost a few games to disconnects. Okay, even though we don't have blue mana, I do think we can keep this. Lazotep Reaver makes it possible. And being on the draw, too. Kasmina's been great, too, which doesn't surprise me. I have been a little... I mean, I knew Saheeli was good, and I knew our deck would be good with her, but I think she's been even better than I expected. It's just so hard for people to... If you play her on turn 3, people usually can't kill her, and then you can just hang out with her awesome static ability forever, so... Yeah, that's not great. Neither is that. Okay. Kept a hand that is punishing us for keeping it, yeah. Oh man, attacked me for, yeah, a lot. I feel like we have to Spark Harvest the big guy. Should have attacked for 1 first, obviously. I don't know that it's going to matter in the grand scheme of things here. I think our hand was a reasonable keep. I mean, was it a great keep? No. Okay. On to game 2. Alright, so they're a really fast deck. Which usually means no escape's not going to be as good against them. Trying to be reactive can be dangerous. But yeah, I'm kind of considering Wall of Runes. I don't love it, but it seems like it'll do the job against them early. So yeah, I think I'll go with that. I mean, the Dam Breaker's not terrible, but it is... If we can get it into play, we're going to be in good shape because it's just so big for them, but it is a 6-drop, so... Morning, Syscoms. I will play first. Hey, there's our Wall of Runes. And a couple of 2-drops. That's not bad. So we don't have double blue for her. As much as we love her, I think we actually have to bottom her. We don't have double blue and we don't have spells, which are both what we need to use her effectively. And against this opponent, it doesn't feel like we're going to have the time to sort of spin our wheels on something like that. Player Strix. Of course, now I drew an island, so I would have drawn her, then the island, which would have been pretty solid. Okay. And then a transmutation. Yeah, it's making me feel worse and worse about putting Saheeli on the bottom. Like, if they want to trade a trick to kill my Wall of Runes, or... Vraska's finisher is not going to make me feel as good, yeah. But, it's whatever. Okay, so... Do I even bother? Yeah, I mean, I think putting Transmutation on the Taskmaster is probably worth it. In the long run, that ability is a real problem. Come on, just give us Into the God Eternals and our weird back-to-back. That's so much to ask. Alright. We have Divine Arrow here. Yeah, so I could consider using Tyrant Scorn on my own guy, but I don't think it's worth it. Alright, so I'm going to use this to kill it. Callous Dismissal, not so good here. I don't really want to bounce either of these creatures. They'll play something. Yeah, I mean, that is still worth bouncing. Even though they get the trigger again, I think it's usually worth bouncing. Well, maybe not now. Yeah, that's not nice. He would be double blocked and killed if I attacked with my 1/2, and yeah, I don't think it's really worth it. Yeah, so we just pass the turn, continue to have a bunch of crap in our hands. Well, it's good crap. I don't mean crap negatively. Alright, so yeah, we'll use Cruelty here. Now, that's a good Callous Dismissal target. I mean, it's a 2/2, but I don't think it's worth it. Yep, I'll be doing at least one other draft after this. Call me OG Chan. I'm actually finishing one up that we started on yesterday's stream first. We're 4-0 for an update. Trying to go 5-0. Oh, there's Spellkeeper weird. That's, you know, the funnest thing to do for us is, of course, to bring back Into the God Eternals, but you know, Ob Nixilis's Cruelty is also pretty good. You know, I think it's okay for me to decide to take 3 here and hold on to Spark Harvest because I know I can kill this with my Cruelty. So yeah, I'll take the 3. Okay. Do we want to take another 3? I don't think so. I think we may as well try to kill it. Because we can still leave mana up for the ability and get back the... yeah. Oop, nope. Just pay mana. And then at the end of their turn, we can get back either Cruelty or Spark Harvest, whichever looks more useful. With any luck, call me OG. What begins as you deciding that you're drafting to expand your collection will eventually just turn into you only playing limited. That's what I'm about. I mean, I'm not saying you have to be. What I mean is simply drafting's awesome. So, double Makeshift Battalion is kind of a pain. We're going to go ahead and use this, though, still. And get back Cruelty. So, yeah, we'll play Shriek Diver here. Give it haste. Oops. Why didn't it ask me if that's what I wanted to do? Ugh. I double-clicked on it, and that was a mistake. And they know I have my Cruelty, so they know it was a mistake, too. So now we're in a world of trouble. Thanks to that impressive click. Plan was to give it haste attack. Oh my god. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better about our mistake. Because we're kind of screwed anyway. Well, I decided I didn't want to attack once I didn't have the mana for Ob Nixilis' Cruelty. So that was actually not a mistake. The other part was. Yeah, yeah.
I can create or destroy.
Well, we're going to take 10. Yeah, we're dead. Wouldn't have made a difference, luckily. I mean... Alright, so much for 5-0, but we still have a shot at 5-1. Hello, Badrin. I'm glad you love the content. Play first. Interesting. Is this a dangerous keep? Probably. If we can hit one island, we're kind of fine, but man. Where should I have attacked with the 1/1? Oh, I just played against you, Badrin. Nice. Good games. It didn't really feel like it was worth it to me to trade my 1/1 for one of his 1/1s at that point. So yeah, I mean, basically, it was because I wanted to grow my army. I think I have to mulligan this. Ah, okay. Well, I think with the Scry, this is keepable. Yes, it is. Reaver time. God, I wonder if they have Chandra's Pyrohelix. It's gonna hurt if they do. That's nice, Badrin. I'm glad I helped make you passionate about Magic. It is pretty awesome. So I think I attack with my Shriek Diver here and play Kasmina. And if they just take it, I'm cool with that, I think. The question now, is it worth playing Kasmina and only getting to loot once? I think it probably is. Ooh, that's a hard choice. In this format, yeah, I mean, in almost every format, it's more advantageous to play first. Sometimes you have a deck where It's better to draw first, or if the format's slow enough. Man, so Epiphany is slow, but it can help us find our super powerful cards. It's probably just Dismissal. I mean, Transmute, I think it's Dismissal, sadly. I liked all of those cards, but I think that was the one. Being able to shut off anything with this is good. I mean, except for an army, unfortunately. Maybe I should have left Shriek Diver back to really protect Kasmina, but... Okay. Alright, well, we are going to double block this guy. Dismissal is good against armies. I don't think we have a great feel for how much they have going on army-wise. Okay, so let's play Tameo. Epiphany. I definitely want Spark Harvest. Do I want anything else that's here? I may want the Skulker. But probably not the Operative. Yeah, I think that's good. But yeah, Dismissal is good against armies, but Transmutation is good against everything else. So in the end, I think, I mean, if I knew their deck had like 14 cards with Amass, I'd probably definitely make the decision. But I think on average, Transmutation is going to do more.
Regardless, I have learned much.
The funny thing about Kasmina is even if you only get one of those, one draw out of her, she's pretty freaking good. Like, I would pay 4 mana for a 2/2 that looted when it came into play. Like, and that's basically what she becomes. So yeah. All right. So I think we just attack for 2 here. What can they get back? Callous Dismissal. No big deal. I'm gonna hold on to this for now, just in case we get Shadow Fugued or something. Oh, except they're not black, so that's probably dumb. Morning Intrib. That also absorbs an attack, that's true, and also makes it so, you know, playing removal spells is kind of awkward. So the question here is, do I put Transmutation on this and attack? Or do I just make my Ashiok Skulker unblockable and then plan on attacking? I can still attack. I mean, I guess I'm okay with the trade here. The other option is, yeah, Transmutation attack, and then Weird, and our Weird right now can get us back Epiphany or Dismissal, and Spark Harvest too, potentially. It's a hard choice here, what the best attack is. Well, I think I'm going to attack just with Shriek Diver. The Skulker plan is intriguing. The thing that I don't like about it immediately is it's far too easy for them to pull ahead of me. So I need to add to the board a little bit, I think. I think this turn it's likely I start doing the Skulker plan. Man, now I'm really wishing I had kept that Callous Dismissal. Alright, so we're going to take 6 here. We'll be Spark Harvesting. Thank you for the follow, Rushiger. Oh, or we'll just draw a Callous Dismissal, which is probably just better. That does keep me from attacking, though, because... yeah. Oh, no, it doesn't. This costs 4. Yep, we do know they're in a mass deck. Transmutation may end up getting sided out. Well, now we have something to sacrifice to Spark Harvest, I guess. It's the bright side, if there is one. I think getting back Epiphany is pretty exciting. Yeah, transmuting the 1/4 kind of, sort of seems worth it, but I'm not that concerned. I don't think there's enough going on in their graveyard for me to want to use it that way just yet. Yeah. Yeah, Visionary is not a good thing to see at this stage of the game. It'll help draw them out of their problems before we can get out of ours. I'm kind of leaning towards the Epiphany with our Spellkeeper Weird. There's the Dismissal. I don't think holding on to that was worth anything, really. Alright, so do I use this to get back my Epiphany? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I don't want the swamp. I may want everything else, though. They don't have a flyer, so Sky Theater Strix is really appealing. Spark Harvest is a good removal spell, and Tidebearer Giant gives us a good play next turn. So I think I put Strix and Spark Harvest on top. Draw both of those. Yeah. So, I think I am going to put Transmutation on the Visionary here. I just don't really feel like letting them draw a billion cards. I can attack. Oh, no, I can't. First strike. Play our Tidebearer. Ooh, no escape. Yeah, it's annoying. Okay. Yeah, we'll target the weird. Yeah, getting that Tithe Breakers countered was not not fun. Now they're casting an Epiphany. That's also not fun. What I'm hoping to do is find or enter the God Eternals. Maybe Saheeli to a lesser extent. Alright, up in the race. Okay, so Toll of the Invasion. Nice. We do actually get to hit a real card there. Then I think I hardcast Spark Harvest. And we kill the Initiate, because it can hit us so hard. It does add a power to the board, but I think I'm okay with it. It's a close one. Coming down to the wire. Yeah, you're right. Sealy is on the bottom. So Enter the God Eternals is what we really want. Yeah, this is going to be a close one. And that does not help. That does. I honestly think just taking this and then trying to use cruelty on our own turn to kill them is worth it. If they do something here that kills me, I can use cruelty to save myself. So we're not going to declare block. Alright, so let's go for it. Got there. That one got close. Gotta win one more game for the 5-1. Or lose two more for a 4-2. One or the other. This is the final match, yep. That is not a keeper. That is, though, I think. Yeah, I'll leave that on top, too. Is it worth callous dismissaling this thing? I'm gonna go with nah. Blue-red spells. Okay, so I could leave up mana for my own No Escape. They may well be holding up mana for theirs, but I say, yeah, I'm gonna say let's draw it out if they do have it. Luckily, we have Callous Dismissal, which basically blanks that card. All right. Which I think is what we want to do here. Okay, well, we're going to do this in response. Okay, so I think I either cast Tyrant, Scorn, or Callous Dismissal and leave up No Escape. I guess Dismissal seems a little better right here. Maybe I should just cast my Shriek Diver too. Eh, what the heck. I don't like going out of my way to leave up counter magic in limited just because things can go so badly if you're trying to, you know, do that. The Battle of Dismissals. Okay, so now I think we can play Kasmina. Leave up mana for Tyrant Scorn.
War is coming. Not be focused on what matters.
Yeah, I'll discard that Swamp. And I think we'll end our turn there. Ooh. That would have been nice to have no escape up for, huh? We can still, like, bounce it and then no escape it later, but that may be too little too late. So I think what I'm going to do here is trade... Oh, past the blockers. Trade here. Block here. Let her go to 2. Yeah.
Bold. I like that.
Yeah, and then... return the Dam Breaker. Okay, and then we'll do this.
Hone your control.
Play our own Strix. Alright, so now we can no escape their big card if we want to, which I think is what we want to do. Certainly. And we made it so they're not getting any value out of Proliferate, so I think that's nice. Okay. Now we'll take that. Okay, now we'll hold on to that. No, thank you. It's a nice scry there. So... I think I'm going to bounce the Strix. Attack them down to 12. Come on into the God Eternals. You showed up like every game. I need you right now. Help me turn the corner here. Well, okay. We'll do it again. I think I attack with everything now. I think we're okay if our opponent decides to go for a double block. Yeah, so... yeah, kill the zombie. Drop him to 8. Hello. That's a great draw in a game like this one. Honestly, Saheeli, I think, is a little too late to the game to matter here. And I don't really want the Dusk Mantle either. I think I do want Ashiok, though. Ashiok Skulker, that is. Okay, so attack with both of them. So if they block and use a spell, yeah, it's pretty brutal. Aw, man. We both back-to-back epiphanies, and now they have the better board state. Plus, they get to scry 5 off of it. I think I have 3 Callous Dismissals. Maybe 4. They also have a bunch of them. Uh-oh. Well, I think we may be about to fall behind in this game. That helps, though. I mean, they are at 8, and we have Ashiok Skulker, but they can also get stuff back from their graveyard at this point. Like, Callous Dismissal back from their graveyard would be pretty brutal, just to bounce my Skulker, you know? So, gotta be ready for that nonsense. Well, back-to-back matches, we went up against someone playing Ugin. Looks like they got their bomb before we did. We're not completely toast yet, but we're working on being toast. All right. When they get back to Mio's Epiphany, probably. Yeah, we played 3 so far. How many have they played? They've played 2. They're gonna get back the Epiphany now, I would think. I think we're going to have to go to game 3 here. Freaking Ugin. Yeah, all right. Game 3 it is. Do we want No Escape, a second copy a little bit against this opponent who has Ugin? I don't think so. Okay, I do think this is a keep. Most of our, I mean, we have a bunch of black cards, and we can already play one of them, and if we draw another land, we can play, well, we can actually play all of them off of 3 lands. So hopefully we hit that. Probably cast Toll of the Invasion, especially if we draw a Swamp. We draw an island. Does that make me change my plan at all? I think maybe it does. Yeah. Well, that's always an annoying card. The good news is we have Callous Dismissal for it. Like, if it gets big enough. I think for now I may just cast Toll of the Invasion. Yeah. Oh, thank God. That's what I was hoping I'd see. Goodbye, Ugin. All right. They still have a pretty good hand, even taking Ugin out of it. So we'll see if we can... Because obviously they're relentless advance right now. This becomes a 3-3. Although I can double block it. So I guess it's not that scary. Maybe I do just double block the weird if it attacks me here. Yeah, I think I would. Ooh. So Transmutation is going to be a little late to the game here, but it shuts down the weird mostly. It'll be a 2-2. And I think that's worth it. I think we go Transmutation. And then we go Callous Dismissal. And attack. I'm guessing Aven Eternal, yeah. Okay, so I think we have the time now to do the Epiphany. Those are all pretty good for this board state. Comes down to a question of which do I want to draw next. I mean, Saheeli Silverwing's not great, but the fact that it can pressure them, the fact that it's bigger than Aven Eternal does really matter. Great removal spell, good bounce spell, card to get back removal spell. I mean, I think they're all good. I think we want to draw Silverwing first. Then maybe Cruelty. And then probably Callous Dismissal. And then the weird to get back whatever. Yeah. I can attack here, actually. I don't hate trading. Especially because we have Saheeli Silverwing now, so... Yeah, Ugin would be coming down right about now if we hadn't hit him. We always seem to cast our Epiphanies back to back. It's kind of weird. Alright, so then we play our Silverwing. They're going to draw a mountain. Good to know. No worthwhile Spark Harvest target. I mean, Erratic Visionary is a bit of a concern, but I don't think I need to worry about it just yet. Okay, play our weird. I think we let the Erratic Visionary stick around. So, like, they can get back Totally Lost or Tamio's Epiphany, either of which are annoying, but I'm kind of okay with it. I could have considered doing something about the weird before they could do that, but I'm kind of holding on to these cards to kill, bounce, things that slow us down. Yeah, they get back the Epiphany, as one would expect, I think. My army can't attack that effectively right now. I mean, it becomes a 4-4 and all, but they still have some pretty good blocks. Yeah. Sure. No escape should be useful. We'll bounce their army. Attack. And yeah, leave up mana for no escape. There's been a lot of dismissing in this match. Aww. I'm probably gonna have to cruelty that Strix now, cause well, now we're gonna no escape. Hello. I've been wondering where you've been, buddy. And we have a weird in play too, so that's great. So I think we just kill the flyer here, and then we can attack with our 5/5. Yeah. All right, get him down to 6. We're in pretty good shape now, I would think. Of course, they could have another Callous Dismissal. Oh, man.
There's no accounting for luck.
We can kill him,
Will hold.
is the good news. And we may want to.
My acute awareness of your imperfections is maddening.
Okay. So we can kill the Conjurant. Ooh, aggressive. Now we don't even have to... Makes this cost 4 now. Isn't that awesome? So yeah, kill the Conjurant. Maybe I just attack them now. And then I can Spark Harvest to kill him. Doesn't seem too bad. And then land, Spark Harvest, sacrifice a creature, target Dovin.
I was incorrect. Go ahead and gloat.
Man, that's some nonsense. Okay, so we get back God Eternals. I think we actually want to kill the Visionary. They paid, yeah, I mean, it's partly to, it increases the chances of them drawing whatever it is they're looking for, is the way you have to look at it in that situation. Alright, so attack. So they're not really just milling themselves, they're gaining a bunch more information. The God Eternals did need to enter once more, that's for sure. Unfortunately. Okay, so... Pay all the mana, target you. Attack away. Thank God for that early transmutation. Alright, we got there on 5 and 1. It took some time. And we had to cast Enter the God Eternals twice, but we did it. Okay, so I already put the 3 and 0 part in there, so we have to go to 44 and 28 now. Claim our prize. All right, I'll be right back, and then we'll hop in another draft.